Welcome everyone. So this is a tarot reading for the sign of Libra. We're going to be looking at your sign, what's going on with you guys in your lives, around you, what's going on with your situation. Now I'm going to start in the recent past here, and that's this little pile of cards here, and then each one of these other little piles represents another area of your life we're going to be looking at. But I'm just going to go ahead and start here, flip this pile, and explain the rest as I go. So, in the recent past here, I am showing the Temperance card, coupled with the Oracle card of Venus. Wow. This is feeling good. This is like feeling you're in harmony. Peaceful. Just feeling good. Let me see if I get any more specifics in that, because I know that is general, but this is a very general combination. Feeling good, but feeling also in balance, feeling in harmony, all that stuff. Let me try to get more specifics. This is so general. Anything else about this Temperance with Venus here? Feeling good. Oh, Taurus. Wow, that's so funny. Feeling good and maybe even eating good food with Taurus. Enjoying the five senses. That's Taurus. So taste, touch, feel. Even the others, like listening to good music, right? All the senses. That is Taurus, and just feeling good about that. On the bottom we have coal. Interesting. I think that just means you guys aren't focused on anything big. You're kind of like just enjoying feeling good. Maybe the coal is also something that is obstinate. So maybe you guys have given up on something and therefore you're just like, well, whatever. I'm just going to do this while something else doesn't work. I kind of want to peek underneath this. Okay, so we have one Capricorn. So yeah, it's like I got long-term things planned, so I might as well just sit here for the moment and enjoy what's right around me. That's the vibe I'm getting. All right, so let's move on to the present now. That's just the recent past, and that can still be lingering around you, that energy. But let's see what is actively happening around you. That's going to be this little pile here. This is the position of the hand. So I have the Knight of Pentacles with the ship. The Knight of Pentacles is, very Taurian energy. Again, enjoying your money, your stuff, and just your routine, really. Enjoying your routine. But with the ship here, there's something weird about the ship. Maybe you guys work from a distance, and that's why the ship is showing up here. But it's a weird position for the ship to be. If your job is at a distance, you work over the phone, you work over the internet, then this would just make sense for just being a part of your routine, a part of your work. But other than that, I'm really curious as to what this ship is doing here in the hand. So give me a second to pull another card. Tell me about the ship with the Knight of Pentacles. Tell me about the ship. Maybe you guys are on a cruise. That would make sense. If you guys are on a cruise, then you're enjoying your cruise and the earthy things, right? Involved in that, doing the hot tub, the pool, whatever. Okay, so I have the sun. The sun is fun. The sun is fun. So I kind of feel like this energy of the past where you guys were feeling good is just carrying on into the present, where you guys are just having fun. On the bottom, though, there is still something in the background. Look at this. It's the Manticore. The Manticore is something annoying. It's something frustrating. So there's still something lingering in the background that maybe is just not addressed at the moment. Maybe it doesn't need to be addressed, or maybe it's just not the theme, not relevant. But it's in the background. So let's see. We have the Manticore. Underneath the Manticore, the Knight. Yeah, there is... Okay. In a sense here, there's almost you're ready to... There's a bit of, what's the word I'm looking for here? Impulsiveness. That's the word. There is a little bit of an anxious impulsiveness in the background for some reason. Maybe we'll figure out why as we keep going, because I don't want to dwell on this. So let's take a look at the next position here. Now this is still in the present. I'm not going to get into the future until this pile of cards right here. This is going to represent your future. So let's stick to the present, and but I'm going to flip over this set of cards here, which represents your mind, your thoughts. I call it the position of the head. So I have the Ace of Wands, coupled with the Oracle card of Pluto. Holy shit! you guys you are thinking about something super passionate that you're super passionate about. Or that's what it is. It's like, you got passion on the mind. It's like, it runs deep. Maybe you guys have really been indulging lately. Or maybe this is the thing that's in the background that you guys haven't been addressing, while you're kind of like trying to have fun and enjoy the five senses and then your daily routine. Could be one of the two. I'm gonna pull a card on this. Pluto and the Ace of Wands is just intense passion. It's intense passion, but it's in the mind. So it's what you're thinking about. Tell me about the Ace of Wands with... Oh, shoot. Okay, so I have one card awkwardly make itself known here, and it's the 4. Interesting. Because the 4 is about stability. It's like, you guys are actually really passionate about stability, about your stuff, your home, your money, and I think, really, maintaining the good vibes that you have had in the recent past. Like, you want to keep this going. You're like passionate about keeping the good vibes going that you've had in the recent past. And I think there's probably financial stability tied into that with the number 4. I think that there is having an abundance tied into that with Venus, where you have enough that you can really enjoy everything about your experience. So I think you're passionate about holding on to that. You're passionate about keeping this going. All right, so let's move on to the last position. This is the position of the heart. And it's just how you guys are feeling in the present moment. So we have the Sun again. Fun, feeling good, joy. That's the Sun with the Wall. Like I was saying, feeling like we want to keep it going. Feeling like we don't want it to end, right? Feeling like we don't want it to end. Yeah. Uh-oh. Hold on one sec. I have a slight problem here. Technical difficulty. Okay. Let us go on to the next position. I don't really need any clarification on that, actually, because that's just super clear. So, in the short-term future, this is what's coming up here in the next month or so, okay, regarding the situation. So we have the Star card here, and the Oracle card of the Ear. The Ear is news. The Ear is being receptive, also. And the Star is destiny. The Star is, as I'm shuffling here, the Manticore, whatever it was that's in the background, it's your destiny. Remember, I told you there was still something lingering in the background that is like nagging at you. That is your destiny. Whatever's been nagging at you, whispering behind your ear, is distracting you from really the feeling good in the moment. That actually is your destiny. You should be listening to that, and I think you're going to come to be listening to that in the short-term future. That's what this is saying, is you're going to start paying attention to that. Let's take a look at these other cards. So we have the Bread, the 8, and the Sun. So the Bread is actually necessity. With the 8 and the Sun, it's funny because sometimes it actually takes having enough stuff to realize what you don't need and what you really want. Right? When you've come out of that state of survival, you have the time to really figure out what other things are important to you, because you're not so focused in just like trying to get bread on the table. And that's what this is. This is like other things that you need besides just survival, and besides just feeling good, besides just the five senses. That's where you're going to come into realization in the short-term future. It's like you're going to realize that there is some sort of purpose, some sort of destiny that's been nagging at you that is greater than, or it like trumps this feeling good energy that you've been kind of trying to keep on going with. Okay, let's pull advice for you guys and see what the cards say you should be doing. Because I feel like I've already sort of told you what I think you should be doing, but let's see what the cards have to say, because that's the final say, really, is the cards. Let's face it, they're way smarter than I am. All right, so can I have some advice here for my Libras? What should my Libras be focused on doing or aware of in general, or with regards to this reading? Okay, so we have the Two of Wands. Interesting. The Two of Wands is actually taking your time. It's taking your time to really figure out what it is what direction you want to go. you have to take your time to choose. Really, that's the Two of Wands. With the Page of Wands, it's like you got to figure out what you want to put your energy into. Like, you have a finite amount of energy in this lifetime, right? Like, you're gonna get to 100, like at maximum 100 years old, then die. You only have so much time. You only have so much energy. You only have so much youth. You have to figure out, what do you want to put that into? And I think what you're gonna realize is, going back to the reading, it's not just sitting around and enjoying like good food, good music, whatever. There's some kind of like purpose, higher purpose and calling that's been nagging at you. Let's see what else is on top. Oh, how interesting. We have the Lovers with the Five of Cups. Could be related to a relationship or something that I feel maybe has not gone so well. The Lovers with the Five of Cups. This is a connection or a contract that has gone poorly, okay? Let's see what else I get, because that can be about a relationship, that can be about a job, that can be about career path, right? The Lovers can also just be about like something you were really, really tied to. Like, if you were tied to be a doctor, let's say, then you were like essentially married to that idea, married to being a doctor, you know? This doesn't have to just be about relationships. It can just be something that you were like, almost like you can be mentally contracted to. Venus, interesting. Again, Venus. What do you like? What do you value? What do you find beautiful, right? With Venus. Again, if this has to do with a relationship, then we've got to make a choice. And you might have some kind of like negative perspective on that too, to like kind of compare on what you might not want. All right, let's see what's on the bottom. I don't know about these other cards. I'm gonna look at this one top card. Oh, there's the ear again. There is the ear. You got to be receptive. You got to listen to basically your heart. You got to listen to your heart. This is kind of like saying, just be more receptive. That's the advice when you make this choice. On the bottom, we have the House. Yeah, because this is tied, this is like goes deeper, right? With the House here, it like tells me that this choice is tied to something that it even is tied to your identity. It's like something you've mentally contracted yourself to, could be a relationship or just something that you're really, really mentally locked into. It's like, basically it's part of your identity, but now you have to make the choice. It's like, you may not even be satisfied with it. So you have to make the choice if you want to explore. I think it's either a new thing or a different path, or it's something that's just been nagging at you. It's something that's been nagging at you that you need to address, that you need to look at, because that is like some sort of important path. Let's see what else is on the top. We got the 5, we got Aquarius, and then we have, this is the Throne. Let me take a look at these for 1 second. You know, this really kind of like, it's like almost like a switch up of which group you might belong to. Like I was saying before, sometimes we identify ourselves, we marry ourselves, the Lovers, to like a whole group of people. Like I was saying before in my example, a doctor. I'm going to be a doctor. Well, that's like a whole demographic too. It's not just a profession. It's like a whole career. It's a whole direction, right? That's why the Lover's there. But in this case, it's like, do I want to be part of this group? It doesn't have to be doctor. I'm trying to think of another group. Policeman. I don't know. Something that has like a niche to it. Or a niche, however you say that. Yeah, so this is just tied to that. It's tied to that choice. But you guys have to make a choice, and I think you should steer away from the 5 of Cups, because I think this is referring to just the past. 5 Cups has got to be the past here. There is a choice that has not been making you happy. And the choice that will make you happy is the choice that you actually find annoying. But that's going to be it, guys. Now I'm just starting to repeat myself. We're going to end it there. Libras, thank you guys so much for being here. If this did resonate for you, don't forget to press the like button for me. That does help me out a lot, so I appreciate it. The algorithm and the circulation of the video. But I will see you guys in a couple of weeks. Take care.